Yes, guys, welcome to my Sports Zone, guys. We're going to talk about Liverpool you are in the news, Real Madrid on the news, Manchester United on the news, and daily bulletins news. So, guys, stay tuned, stay focused, guys. Before we go on, guys, like and subscribe for more. We have very interesting news regarding trending, and things are getting hotter on top five EPL. Those are going to qualify in the UEFA Champions League next season. FA Cup is with Newcastle United. So, guys, on my last video, I told you things might get complicated for Chelsea because being a Newcastle fan and Newcastle won the FA Cup, and you know exactly that FA Cup gets you automatic qualification into the UEFA Champions League. We should be lucky as the Chelsea fans. Yes, if Newcastle make it to top four, not at number five. Newcastle should be at number four, number three, going upwards, not competing for the fifth place with Chelsea. Because Newcastle, they are already in the Champions League by winning the FA Cup. We all know that. Maybe some people didn't know that because Chelsea qualifications, it's still 50-50. It depends with other people's results and with other people's achievements. Okay, Newcastle won the FA Cup. They qualify automatically into the into the Champions League. Sorry. And the other thing is that if Chelsea finish fifth and Newcastle finish number six or seven or eight or 10, Newcastle will still get number five from Chelsea to go into the European Champions League football. So Newcastle have to stick at top four. They need to be fighting for the top four, for maybe even number two, second place, and let Chelsea get fourth place and get at least fifth place. If Newcastle finish six, seven, number five, maybe it's gonna be Chelsea. Chelsea, they'll be out of the UEFA Champions League. They will be drawn back to the Europa League. And the other thing is that Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, they're having a bad season. Yes, poor run of form in the EPL. We all understand that. We've seen how they've struggled. Amorim is trying to build something with Manchester United squad. We know Manchester United, it's a rich club. They have money, they have revenue, the fan base, everything is number one in the world. Here in US, they have the largest fan base. Yes, I feel jealous for that, but we are coming there. That doesn't intimidate us as Chelsea. As part of Manchester United, their campaign this season, they know that things aren't okay with them in the EPL. No chance even for European Conference League to play next season. So Manchester United, all they have right now is to win the Europa Cup. Once they win the Europa Cup, it's gonna give them automatic qualification into the Champions League spot. So, guys, understand that Chelsea keys are on Manchester United hands and Newcastle hands and Tottenham third. If Tottenham or Manchester wins, they're gonna be like already five teams into the Champions League. They can't go in Champions League in one country with six teams. No, they'll pick only five. Thanks to Arsenal for beating Real Madrid. Yes, though I felt bad. I'm also partly a Real Madrid fan. I love Real Madrid in Spain, but those points they earn against Real Madrid, which means England will have more teams in the Champions League, five teams, but the complication and the competition is still there for the fifth place. Newcastle, like I've said, they've already made their way into the Champions League by winning the FA Cup, so they are above the list of Chelsea and Manchester United and Tottenham. Either of them, if wins the European Cup, they are automatically in the European Champions League football. So where things get complicated right now is what if Newcastle finish number five and they are FA Cup champions, which means they've gone. They are already in the Champions League and completely 100% confirmed. And what if Manchester United wins the European Conference League where will be Manchester United be playing from next season when it comes to European football? Because European holders, cup holders, they play UEFA Champions League next season. So this is the question. I want you guys to go down below the comment there, give your opinion. This is where things getting complicated more. We have two people, FA Cup holders, Newcastle. They are already in the Champions League because of the FA Cup, and we have Manchester United playing in Europa. They are already there in the Champions League. If they win it, or maybe if it's Tottenham Hotspur, they get to win it. So things guys get complicated. Go down below the comment, give your opinion. Yeah, I know some of you insult me because I'm saying Chelsea will not make it. Yes, Chelsea is my team. You can see the flag behind me. Keep the blue flag flying high. It is my team, my number one team. I cannot say that no, they're not going to make it. I support them, but I'm looking at the chances. Let's be realistic. I tell the truth. I talk to make sense. I give my opinion. These are my opinion, guys. Not the club affiliated opinion. So go down below the comment and give your opinion. So back to business. Manchester United, if they win the European Cup, yes, which means Manchester United will be in the European Cup next season competition, playing at the higher level, though they're having a bad form. So it's why all the way Manchester United they keep on fighting to get the European Cup trophy hands on. And Amorim is trying by all means to get his first trophy at Manchester United. We know Manchester United, but we don't know what's wrong with them. They have the money. They can sign any player in the world. They can pay any player in the world. Their revenue is absolutely enormous. Even if they don't win the league, Liverpool win the league, Manchester United still make more money when it comes to revenue than even Liverpool comparing, because their revenue on the fan base give them a most like a hit to 100 million, where the FA Cup made by the EPL champion gets about 150 million to 160 million. It's almost the other way around, that it goes equal. So guys, it's not about the complication matter. Chelsea may still qualify in the UEFA Champions League. They still have to keep fifth place or fourth place. But let Newcastle go all the way up to second or third. I don't support if Newcastle move out of the Champions League spot and goes to number 6, number 7. It's going to be complicated more for Chelsea. Let Newcastle keep the pace at number 4 or number 3 or number 2, and Chelsea number 5 or number 4, to make things easier for us, for ourselves. The game of the Conference League semi-final, it was one of the greatest games. We saw young kids given chance by Enzo Maresca. Maresca did a great job in this season of the round by giving academy more chances of playing at the higher stand levels of football. A 16-year-old Wash awesome was in the team, played like 2 games in a row, played 90 minutes yesterday. The boy is only 16 years old. You can just imagine given the debut, the family, everyone was there watching. They traveled. Yes, they like the ball. They love the ball. Everyone believes now that the ball is getting matured faster than his age. Congratulations to him, Josh Ashimpom, Tariq George. These boys, they have shown that they are ready to take up the next step in the future. So, guys, there are a lot of things, other things we're gonna talk about. The policy transfer of Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea are getting young players outside of England, in South America, and everywhere. But it's not all about that. But it is about cherishing what you have, nurturing what you have. It is what Maresca has done. Let's give the chance to our young boys in the academy. Congratulations to them. The other thing now we're going to talk about is about the move. Trent Alexander-Arnold moved to Real Madrid. There are a lot of talks about fans, Liverpool fans, calling them names. What? Hey, guys, keep calm down. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been at Liverpool for 20 years. 20 solid years. He was at Liverpool since he was 6 years old, but somehow 6 years he wasn't playing football, but he was there at the place, at the location, in the academy, growing up, everything. But to my opinion, as a Chelsea fan, have seen Real Madrid coming to knock on your door. If Real Madrid come knocking on your door, few players will say no. Believe me or not, we've seen it. We've lost Tony Rudiger because Real Madrid were always knocking on the door. We've lost Hayden Hazard because Real Madrid were there knocking on the door. Once they start knocking on the door, just know that you might lose out your player even on a free transfer. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's been playing at Liverpool ever since in his life, and he said thank you to all the fans. Liverpool always been my heart and everything. Yes, I understand that. That's a very good point to make. The decision he made, it was for himself and his family. He needs new challenge. But Liverpool fans and the management, they need to understand there are times when a boy becomes a man, when a boy needs to cherish, to challenge other philosophies. You are a young boy in the house, you finish your high school, you're gonna think, okay, let me get a job. After getting a job, you're gonna think, oh, let me get married. It's what Trent Alexander-Arnold he's going through. Alexander-Arnold is now thinking of going beyond Liverpool. It's not about Real Madrid being the great team than Liverpool. It's not about Real Madrid offering trophies than Liverpool. Yes, he's won each and every trophy, I think, at Anfield. For him, it's just a new challenge, looking for something else, for something to boost himself, something to feel the surrounding. He was born at Liverpool. They are doing everything. So they need to wish him at least all the best. He's not a traitor. He's only 26 years old. He still got like another 8 to 9 years playing in his career. So he gave half or maybe 65% to Liverpool, and the other half he wants it like to experience something else. It's not something bad. We've seen players doing that. Manchester United, they lost Cristiano Ronaldo. But only, I think he was only 22, 23 years that time, if not mistaken, maybe 25. He left the Old Trafford and he went on to Real Madrid and win everything and achieve more than he achieved at Manchester United. And we've seen like David Beckham leaving Manchester United. I remember Manchester United fans, they complained, they cried, they knew that the things were not okay with them because David Beckham leaving, going back, going somewhere to Real Madrid, it wasn't something that they were expecting. So things were like a little bit hard for them to accept. But in the end, David Beckham went on and became a Real Madrid player. So on Real Madrid, if they come knocking, it's not such a something you can hold on to the player. Real Madrid, they have the habit of breaking the banks, but they don't break the bank enough. But they're gonna promise you wonders, trophies, Champions League. Every season, you're gonna have a trophy to talk about, to boast around with. So, guys, these are one of the most news I was talking about, guys. Stick around, there's more to come, guys. I want you guys to like and subscribe for more, because in the meantime, I'm gonna come up with another conversation which is there, which is going to talk about the Chelsea FC and Manchester United more in detail. See you around, guys.